Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Canthu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerman. Today we are out at the McAllen Public Works Department, the hub for much of the maintenance and cleanup of our city.
The McAllen Public Works Department has evolved into 15 functional departments providing a variety of services to our community with a team of 269 employees while administering an annual budget of $29.8 million. Public Works is responsible for solid waste management services, recycling, composting, maintenance of city streets and drainage infrastructure, and the maintenance of all city-owned fleet, materials management, and the beautification of our community. The city provides solid waste services year-round. They promote environmental and sustainable programs, including recycling and composting projects and events. The Public Works Response Team reports to any and all emergency management operations, from hail to flooding to fires to special tasks. Workers assist in enhancing our community's beauty by maintaining it free of unsightly graffiti, potholes, patched and streets swept, and building sidewalks for pedestrian safety. For questions or concerns on these services, call the McAllen 311 Center at 681-3111.
The stockings are empty and the gifts have been unwrapped, so you're probably wondering now what to do with that old Christmas tree. Well, it's simple. Instead of tossing the tree in the trash, help to protect our environment and recycle it. The city will then turn it into recyclable mulch.
Well, the holiday season is gone, and here in McAllen, we invite our residents and residents valley-wide to bring their Christmas trees to recycle here at the McAllen Recycling Center. We ask that you remove all ornaments, all lighting from the trees, and bring them here. We're located at 4201 North Benson Road, McAllen, Texas.
Bring your tree to the McAllen Recycling Center Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30 or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. We have plenty of valuable recycling tips and stories that you can use.
And speaking of recycling, if your New Year's resolution was to do some spring cleaning, you may want to start with some of those old bills and personal documents. The City of McAllen Recycling Center also offers shredding services, and it's free. Simply bring any documents you need shredded to the recycling center.
We invite you to bring in your documents, come down to the recycling center. We provide free paper shredding. So go ahead and bring in your documents, all as many as you want, a box, a pallet, a trailer, and we'll shred them for free. Behind me is an actual shredder, it's a commercial shredder, and we're able to actually shred up to a ton and then in a couple of minutes. So bring in your documents for free at the City of McAllen Recycling Center.
For a specific schedule of shredding days, call 681-4050. In addition to the standard recyclables, the Recycling Center accepts used batteries, computers, cell phones, motor oil, and tires. For a more complete list of recyclable items, you can also visit the recycling page on McAllen.net.
The new year means new, stricter rules for residents when it comes to their blue recycling bins. Delilah Martinez has all the details.
Our Heroes Are Real recycling campaign has started. We are trying to educate all our residents and encourage all of them to recycle and recycle properly. Your blue recycling bin is to place recyclables as paper, glass bottles and jars, your tin cans, aluminum cans, and cardboard. We are having our code enforcement officers conduct bin inspections. We are coming to your resident to inspect what you are placing in that blue bin, so please recycle. On the first visit, we do give a warning. Try to educate on what you may have placed in there accidentally that is not recyclable. The second visit is another warning. Things like styrofoam, clothes, regular household trash does not belong to the recycling bin. On the third visit, we do issue a citation, and we do remove your blue bin. If you wish to have that blue bin back to recycle, you will have to come take a recycling pledge at the City of McAllen Recycling Center and also tour our recycling center to see the behind the scenes how we do process all the recycling material. So please do recycle and recycle properly. For any questions on our recycling program, do not hesitate to call 956-681-4050, our City of McAllen Recycling Center located at 4101 North Benson Road.
Next time you spot a sidewalk crew in the City of McAllen, you might want to congratulate them. The McAllen Public Works Sidewalk Crew just won the Operations Excellence Award by the Texas Public Works Association. The 7-man crew was recognized for going above and beyond their daily duties of constructing sidewalks to ADA standards. The crew also participated in the 2008 Hurricane Ike Galveston recovery effort with other McAllen crews to restore critical infrastructure to Galveston, and in 2010 for Hurricane Alex, where the crew provided emergency repairs to portions of the floodway levee where breaches threaten neighboring communities.
We love doing the work. I love doing the work, and I'm proud that they honored us in this way.
The award will be presented to the crew in February at their TPWA short course. We'd like to congratulate them for a job well done. The McAllen Police Department recently took a look back at 2014, and they're looking ahead to 2015. Roy Canthu has that story.
Thanks, Roxanne. We're here at the Northwest Police Training Center. With us right now is Police Chief Victor Rodriguez to tell us about this end-of-the-year wrap-up training with your senior management people.
Well, we do this every year at this time. This is about 30th or 31st every year we do this, and we call it a wrap-up. And we try to, in about 4 hours time, 5 hours, constant lecture time. You saw a little bit of it here today. It's important for the folks that we have here, and most of them are supervisors here, command staff level personnel we have at these sessions. The idea is for them to understand that we're putting 2014 in this case behind us, and that we're looking forward to 2015. But the objective is, you know what, let's look at 2014 in a reflective mode. Let's look at 2014 and say what worked, what didn't work, what can we improve, and looking at 2015 is how do we make those adjustments, and then also is how do we stay with the things that are challenging all the time. There's one thing that's certain in the business of public service and the business of public work, and certainly in criminal justice, and that is change is constant. So the idea at the end of the day is for folks to understand here, look, it's time to put this behind them, but wake up, 2015 is knocking at our door.
And I know you have this Northwest Police Training Center. You've added special features to it because you always, as what I think citizens don't understand, y'all are in training all the time because things do change. Yeah,
training is a constant in our business. Training is a constant, and if we don't, one of the lessons we put out in the context of these 4 hours is that the greatest error is to not learn from error. We try to learn from our errors, which is part of reflective on 2014. We try to learn from our errors. We try to learn from errors others have committed. We try to learn from error, period. And we believe that not learning from error is the greatest of error.
You also acknowledged 2 citizens. Well, one was your officer who was shot in the line of duty. How important is that for the police community?
It's extremely important for us, and we do this, and we did this in the context of police personnel here to afford him the extent that he wants that private moment, and to understand that we recognize him. It's not something that any one of us get in the business of this particular work and say, you know, one day I want to be that person. That's the last thing we want to be here. We're very fortunate that he's able to be here to receive the award that he received today. So we suffered a situation which is rare in our business, and that is that we have a fellow officer shot. In this case, it was a minor wounding. He survived. We're very thankful to all the powers that be for that. And then we also recognized Ms. Blanca Cardenas, who is the president of our Crime Stoppers board. Crime Stoppers is like a tool on our belt. It's become that much of a fixture. We rely on Crime Stoppers to do the work that we do today. Crime Stoppers is a program that has credibility. She's the head of Crime Stoppers in McAllen, and was most recently recognized in the state of Texas as the Crime Stopper Board Member of the Year. So we took that opportunity to also recognize her at McAllen, on behalf of the City of McAllen and the McAllen Police Department, and thanked her for her service, which is volunteer service as a Crime Stopper Board President.
Well, thank you very much, Chief, and we're here from the Northwest Police Training Center of the McAllen Police Department. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Canthu.
If you'd like any information on any of the stories in our newscast, become part of our social media family. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our City of McAllen YouTube channel. We provide daily updates of events and issues important to our community. We also recently added Instagram as one of our new platforms. We invite you to share your thoughts with us on social media.
The expansion here at the McAllen Police Department is coming along nicely, and the growing room, well, that'll take us well into the next decade. Let's go back out to Roy Canthu for that story.
Thanks, Roxanne. We're here at some new construction at the McAllen Police Department. With me right now is McAllen Police Chief Victor Rodriguez. Chief, tell me what's going on here with your expansion project.
We're adding 16,000 square feet approximately to the old, or what we call the McAllen Public Safety Building. So we're adding, expanding our facility, and then we're remodeling another 16,000 square feet on top of that. So we're working with 32,000 square feet in this project. It's a $4 million project, more or less. That includes a new roof on the entire building, The roof cost was covered by insurance. The balance of this project is all paid by what we call drug forfeiture assets. So this is a project that's being done at no cost to our taxpayers. Now, the principal goal of these projects is, number one, is the bottom floor is designed for patrol operations. So these are construction plans specifically designed to facilitate the workflow of a patrol operation. So that'll take care of deck number one. Deck number two is principally designed for what we call our CSI operation. So both of these operations did not have workspace designed for those things in the past. Now they will in the future. So we're about 4 months away, 5 months away from completion. We're excited about that.
And Chief, this is about customer service, right? You're sort of adapting the services that you provide to citizens will be accessible as soon as they walk in the door.
There are absolutely many things that go into the planning. Number one is obviously prepare ourselves to better serve our community. In the process of doing so, these facilities that we're building right now, that'll hold us for another 20, 25 years. So the infrastructure for the McAllen Police Department in terms of workspace, this takes care of McAllen for another 20, 25 years. So we're looking for the community out in that regard. Obviously, from this point forward, we start expanding, we start looking outward. The city of McAllen is growing. We're expanding our reach into the far points of northwest of here with additions and annexations and things like that. So once we complete this project, then we start looking at the outer perimeters of the city and see what infrastructure is going to be needed out there.
Well, thank you very much, Chief, and thank you very much for the interview. We're here at the McAllen Police Department at their new expansion project that's worth about $4 million, all paid by forfeiture funds. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
Well, safety is definitely first class at McAllen Airport. In the latter part of December, crews finished up work on a big lighting development and made the switch to LED lights. The $300,000 project will now improve the overall lighting in the north parking lot.
We added 11 light fixtures. In addition to that, we converted all of our lighting system to LED, which is fiscally more efficient, but also helps us with regard to the environment, be a little bit more environmentally friendly. And overall, our goal is to light up the parking lot so that people feel safer and more secure when they arrive and depart from the airport.
Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook for much more information on the massive renovations taking place at the airport. And that wraps up our first edition of the McAllen Update in 2015. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.
And I'm Roy Cantu. Thanks for joining us.